Hi my love, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be talking about a topic that's very complex, right? I'm very much obsessed with the brain, neuroscience and neuroplasticity. So I'm giving an example just so it would be simplified. Okay, now I want you to imagine an antelope. The antelope is in its normal state. It's relaxed, it's eating, drinking, playing around, and then all of a sudden it sees a tiger, and then boom, it enters its emergency mode, survival instincts, and then it starts to run. Now at that moment where it's running, the brain does not care whether the antelope is injured or it broke its leg or its arm. The brain just wants to get it safe to a safe place. Okay, now the antelope keeps running, and then you notice that the tiger is no more chasing it. It escaped the tiger. It goes back to its normal state. It removes itself from that survival instinct, from that survival mode, and goes back to its normal state, right? Now, relating this story to we Nigerians, the tiger doesn't have to be a wild animal. The tiger can be anything. The tiger is our work, toxic workplace, toxic family, insecurity, lack of money, lack of peace of mind, that toxic friendship, that toxic relationship, bad economy, you know. And the fact that we are in emergency mode, we're in survival mode, and we have no idea that we're in survival mode is very bad, because staying in the survival mode for a long period of time can be detrimental to our body. Now, why did I say this? We were never designed to be in survival mode for a long period of time. If we're only allowed to be in survival mode for that particular moment where we sense danger or something. But when you're constantly in that survival mode for a long period of time, we become so defensive. Most of us in Nigeria, we're very defensive. We get offended very easily. We're very reactive. We get angry easily. We're always wanting to beat up somebody. Like after we finish sorting this issue, we're always looking for the next danger. You know, we're not calm. That's because your brain is not calm. Your brain does not feel safe. If your brain does not feel safe, you're not gonna act like a normal human being. And what happens when your brain does not feel safe? Your body doesn't feel safe. Your brain does not have the chance to communicate with other parts of your body to heal things that it needs to heal. You know, when you're in survival mode for a long period of time, your body begins to fight. Your body begins to fight itself. Your body begins to kill itself. You begin to develop anxiety, you begin to develop depression, you begin to get sick out of nowhere, you begin to break out, you get depressed, you get suicidal, what's wrong with me? You begin to develop autoimmune illnesses, you begin to develop diseases, because your brain does not feel safe enough to fight those things. So it does not even pay attention to them. Your brain is paying attention to the danger that does not even exist. Well, it does exist, but your brain is paying attention to that for a long period of time. Do you understand? A lot of professors have done researches on things like this, about how your environment, people, things you say to yourself can affect your body negatively. People have done research on this, and I'll put the link down below. You can go read the research. But the one that really stuck out to me the most was the one of Judy Spencer. The breast milk study was the one that I was really fascinated by. Now, Judy Spencer held a 7-day retreat for a couple of people, and before the 7-day retreat, he took a skin cell and lasered the cell till it was damaged. Normally, the skin cell would take about 10 to 14 days to heal, right? He took a woman's breast milk and put on a damaged skin cell, and it took about 8-10 days to heal. Now, after the retreats had happened, he took that same breast milk, you know, before it took 10 days to heal. He took that same breast milk and put it on that damaged skin cell, and it took 48 hours to heal. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? What did they do in that retreat? What did he do? Not what did he do to them. What did they do to themselves? What changed about them? What made their body feel safe to heal itself faster? Do you understand? Now, just to summarize what happened in the retreat was meditation. Now, when I say meditation, a lot of people will think I'm talking about creating altars, having candles, rituals. If that's what you do, that's fine. But to me, meditation is something very simple. It's being present. it's being mindful. It's walking on your streets in your area by yourself, no distractions, and noticing the direction in which the wind is blowing, noticing the sound the trees are making, noticing the sound the birds are making, noticing how you feel with the ground under your feet. That's meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be perfect. It's you just laying down, noticing how you're breathing, you know. When you do those things, when you calm your body by being present, not always worrying, not in a constant state of alertness, your brain begins to tell you, oh, we're actually safe, we're actually fine, so we can come out of this state now and focus on other things. What are other things? Focus on other diseases or illnesses in your body that might want to come up, you know, fighting those things off. In a nutshell, being in survival mode is something that is very hard not to be in Nigeria. And the only thing I'll say is, yes, you going out of your house, somebody already annoys you, your boss, the work, the economy, how expensive things are. Even if you enter that survival mode or you feel yourself enter that emergency mode, the main thing is not to stay in that mode for a long time. We were not designed to be in an emergency mode for a long time. Okay, try your best not to be stuck in that mode. It's detrimental to your health. Okay, I love you. Bye.